Hello and welcome back. It's Kyle, and today is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, and we are going to take full self-driving 12.4.3 on another spin. This time, as you can tell by the windshield wipers going, we have gotten a little bit of rain, so it has cooled down dramatically. It's only about 75 degrees outside right now. So hopefully that means we'll be able to record a little bit longer before the phone overheats. That being said, I also updated my iPhone to the newest beta version as well. So that should also help. I've already seen significantly better battery life over the previous beta version. But like last time, I'm going to enable the full self-driving once I turn onto the road. And that's a funeral home across the way there that you'll see, that you saw. And unfortunately, there are people turning into it, which is not a good thing. Oh, and there are ducks. All right, so full self-driving is enabled. This is, again, for those of you who are new, this is hands-free. Now, yesterday I talked about I've had some issues. Hopefully those issues are gone. But if they're not gone, hopefully I can catch them on film for you today. It is not raining hard at all. It's just a light drizzle. But it's good because most of the videos I see of people driving in with full self-driving is in pretty much perfect conditions. So this is a slight change. And I like rain a bunch. So we'll see how full self-driving does. I put in my destination, but I picked a random route to get there, so I have no idea what route it's going to take. I should have paid attention to that. Here, it's already made the first wrong decision. It needs to be over in this lane to go straight again. And it, again, like yesterday, it stays in the left turn only lane when it wants to go straight, when the right lane is for going straight and for right turns. I've reported this numerous times. It's still not fixed. So once we get through the intersection, I will re-enable full self-driving. And I did try to keep it off of the highway for going home, even though the highway is an option. This is not the most efficient route to get to where I'm going, which is home. But it's a random route, like I said. So here we go. Again, full self-driving is enabled again. Hands-free is going. I will let you know anytime I need to take over. So far, we've needed to intervene one time. And that was within the first mile of driving, the first 3 minutes. Speed limit here is 30 miles an hour. We are currently going 17 miles an hour. For no apparent reason. The car is showing the speed limit as 30 miles an hour. It's showing that it has its own speed limit set to a max of 32, and we are still going 17 miles an hour, which is ridiculously slow for here. There is nobody behind me, so I'm just going to let it play out. If there was somebody behind me, I would hit the accelerator to speed this up a little bit. I will say, I was paying attention to the screen in the car instead of the road there for quite a bit, and I did get a notification. That was freaky. Truck coming. Hopefully we'll go here. Good. I did get a notification that I needed to pay attention to the road. The screen did start to flash blue, and then I looked at the road and it immediately went away. So that is good. It was easy to remove that little notification, and I did not have to touch the steering wheel in order to do that. I wish I could show you that happening on the screen when that happens, but I do not have those recording capabilities of the full-time Tesla review people. So sorry about that. But yeah. Speed limit, again, still 30. Car showing 30. We are now going 28 miles an hour, so that's an improvement of 11 miles an hour. Woohoo! And we're gonna stop again. So far, other than the speed and the wrong lane choice at that traffic light, everything has gone as expected for anybody driving. I have no real complaints so far. If this allows me to record long enough, we will come up on the curve that it seems to want to jerk off to the right side frequently, and I will point that out. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video or not, but I'll point it out at a minimum. Oh, so there is a truck that was sitting there waiting to turn. Did not have their turn signal on, by the way. And the car stopped and let them go when there was plenty of room for them to, they could have gone after us. I probably would have continued on and stopped behind the truck here, but the car was nicer than I would have been in that situation. I don't know how I feel about that, because there is a car behind me, and I don't know if that car was expecting me to stop or not, so I didn't get to pay enough attention to it to see how it had to react. So hopefully it didn't cause them any issues. But yeah, that's weird though. That's one of the first times I've had that situation occur though. And go through the green light. Speed limit's 30, we're going 28, that's decent. With the road being a little bit slippery with the fresh rain, I wouldn't be concerned with going 30, but you don't have to go 30 in a 30. Yeah. Okay, so it's making a right-hand turn here. Again, this is still, have not touched the steering wheel this entire time, other than when I took over at the light. Wow. So if you didn't catch that, the car started proceeding into the intersection to make its turn while the other car was still going through the intersection. In the past, if I remember correctly, it would wait until the car was through the intersection before it would start going. Here the car was pretty much halfway into the intersection, or halfway through the intersection, I guess, before it went. So come on. So waiting on the pedestrian, who has the right of way, by the way, and the pedestrian looked like we were stupid. Okay, I guess the car's gonna let that other guy go first. We had the right of way there. Our car should have decided to go first. It did not. I don't like that, but it is what it is. The intersection we're coming up to here is a tough intersection. This road kind of does a slight jog and to the right and then go straight ahead. Not really, but that's what it looks like. The other road makes an S curve, and that traffic does not stop. So if there's oncoming traffic, you have to shoot in between them, and before it did a great job. Now it I've had to hit the brakes before because it was going to go out in front of oncoming traffic, which is not good. But there was no oncoming traffic to try it with, so we didn't get to see that. Slowing down now, speed limit is 35. We're going 32. and the car kind of ping-pongs back and forth a little bit from hugging the right side of the road to hugging the center line. And I don't know what the catalyst is for doing it either way. Right now we're hugging the center line. Not like on it, but we're still decently close. We're not centered in the lane, it doesn't feel like. Though we might be, and I could just be off myself. Everybody's a little off. But at this point in time, we are coming up on the 11-minute mark, and the only time I've had to touch the steering wheel was to correct the lane choice at the traffic light. That was about the first 3 minutes in, so that's at least 8 or 9 minutes of completely hands-free still. And again, in theory, shouldn't have to touch the steering wheel the entire length of the drive. Speed limit is still 35 here. We are going 36. Now there's a crossing here. I'm going to hit the accelerator because the car is slowing down for this crossing, which it has never done before, and there is nobody at that crossing. So I intervened there to hit the accelerator, did not hit the steering wheel at all. I did just get a notification that full self-driving may be degraded because poor weather is detected. As you can tell, it's not raining that hard. That notification comes up all the time with even the littlest bit of precipitation. And I wish it was just like a one-time notification and then it stops notifying you for X amount of time, but it'll like constantly go off. Like it'll clear itself and then go off again and clear itself and go off again in certain conditions, and it's annoying. But even though it says that, it still handles perfectly fine, at least in everything that I've been able to throw at it so far. But gotta protect themselves. Speed limit's 55 now. We're up to 56 miles an hour. Speed limit's going to drop down to 45 miles an hour here. We'll see what the car does. Has not yet started to decelerate. Now it's started to decelerate just a little bit. There's a second 45 mile an hour speed limit sign. We are still going 52 miles an hour, 51 miles an hour. So it is doing a very slow deceleration. I am okay with that. Just a few software iterations ago, full self-driving would see that 45 mile an hour speed limit sign and hit the brakes hard to get you down to 45. So you'd go from 55 to 45 in about 3 car lengths, it felt like. Way too fast of a deceleration. This is a speed increase back up to 55, and we're going 47 now. It actually started speeding up just before the speed limit sign, and we are already back up to 54 miles an hour. So pretty good recovery on the speed there on the acceleration. It's going to cut back down to 40 up here. Lots and lots of people who do full self-driving reviews have said the same thing, and I will reiterate what they say, that we are to a point now where full self-driving, taking it out and making videos of it is almost boring, because there's not much to call out. We're at the point now where we can start being way more picky about stuff most of the time. Obviously, you've seen some of the bigger issues that still remain, or at least that I'm still having. But a lot of the everyday issues have gone away, and these are just random ones that happen. So this curve here is where I've been having the issue. It'll act like it's gonna drive off to the right real quick out of nowhere, and then it'll self-correct, and then it'll act like it's gonna drive off to the right and self-correct. There it goes. So again, I don't have to hit the steering wheel to fix it, and there it went again. So 2 times going around that curve. The map doesn't show that it's trying to take a right turn or anything. I don't know why it's doing that, and it only happens on that curve that I've seen so far. But it is taking the turn that we just took a little bit quicker than it did in the past. Before it'd get down to about 7 miles an hour. That time it took the turn at about 10 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour doesn't seem like that big of a difference, but it does make quite a bit of a difference when you're in the car with it. And then it did not turn my turn signal off, and it's got the right-hand turn signal. My house is on the right. I don't know if that's what's causing it, but I am gonna go ahead and take over and park, and that will complete our drive today. And as you can see, you saw in real time what its flaws are and what its pros are. I'm gonna straighten up here. I missed my parking spot because I wasn't paying attention. You can see where it still needs some assistance and where it's starting to excel at. I wouldn't say it's really excelling at anything, but it is performing adequately at most things. It still needs a lot of help on correct lane choices, and I think that's going to be a lot to do with map issues. I'm trying to look it up here. My navigation data is NA 2024.8 dash 14924 yada yada yada. So that should be one of the newer map updates, I believe, the navigation data updates. I'm not exactly sure on that, but it definitely needs more up-to-date navigation data so it knows what routes to actually take. Or we need a way to go in and report issues that aren't being corrected, because when you have 100,000 Tesla owners out there making corrections to map. All right, well, not exactly sure how far we got before it cut off. I know we made it home, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. This will be the last Tesla video for at least a few days. The majority of the people subscribed aren't subscribed for Tesla stuff, I don't think. But if I get feedback that you want more, I'll definitely do more. If there are any significant changes, I will definitely do that. And if I have any fun adventures, I'll do that as well. But thanks for stopping by. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.